For me, it's about the law and people. How am I supposed to quantify the value of these things when I don't have evidence?
I'm sorry.
And how people can resolve their problems and just be better for it.
Justice with passion.
I always knew I was going to go into law because I tried to see everybody's point of view in an argument. You say one thing, she says another. So who am I to believe?
Justice with truth.
Either you make the decision or I make the decision. You won't like mine.
This is Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. Rosa Martinez is suing Melissa and Joshua Harper in the amount of $12,500. Ms. Martinez claims her former employers accused her of theft, fired her as the caregiver for their elderly mother, and refused to pay her.
Okay, Ms. Martinez, you are suing your former employers for $12,500. Is that correct?
That's correct, Judge.
And I understand that for over 10 years, you were the sole caregiver to their mother?
Absolutely. I was the sole caregiver to Evelyn Harper.
Okay. Why don't you explain what happened and why you've brought them in today?
Thank you so much, Your Honor. As you said, I have been with the family for over 10 years. I was the primary caregiver for Evelyn. Every day I provided support to her. She had some good days and some bad days dealing with her dementia.
Okay, so I was going to ask you about that. 10 years ago when you were hired, did she have dementia or was she just slowing down?
Well, it was during my hiring by Melissa and Josh. They indicated to me that they needed an in-home caregiver to support the mother who had dementia. At what level she was at, that wasn't indicated to me, but...
How old was your mother, Ms. Harper, Mr. Harper, when Ms. Martinez started taking care of her?
She was 80 at the time.
So 80. So she's what, 90, 90?
She's 90.
She's 90. Wow, that's a beautiful life.
Yeah.
And initially you hired Ms. Martinez to be what?
The primary caretaker.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was she showing signs of dementia or that just developed over the last 10
It
years?
developed slowly.
Okay. So, but she was alone, I would imagine, and you wanted somebody to be with her.
That is correct.
All the time.
That is
all
correct.
right. So initially it was truly more of a companion, taking care of her, feeding her, taking her to appointments, as you said, doctor appointments, keeping her happy, taking her out if she wanted to go to the park, like you said, going shopping, whatever it is she wanted, right?
Yes.
Any complaints of that during the initial years by either one of you guys?
Initially, no.
Okay.
The first 8 years, there were no
fabulous.
complaints.
Okay. Now, my understanding, Ms. Martinez, is that you lived in the house.
Absolutely. I was a lived-in caregiver for 10 years. And this is an issue because...
and you were the only caregiver. Did you have maybe somebody who relieved you? Did you have like a week off or like a weekend off, or did you ask for vacation time?
I didn't ask for vacation time, but Melissa did come in over the weekend, maybe on a Sunday, so I can spend time with my girl and my grandchild.
Okay. So you did have like a day off whenever you requested. So there was never an issue with that. And did you have a housekeeper? Was there a housekeeper that would come in and clean?
I was the sole.
You did everything.
I did everything. I did the shopping. I did the cleaning. I did everything, Your Honor.
Understood. So you did everything for her. And if you had to go shopping and you couldn't take Mrs. Harper, did one of them stay? Like, was there a routine that you had if you had to leave without her?
Well, this is another issue. Melissa and Josh were pretty much absent.
Okay.
Everything fell on me, including the shopping, the cleaning, everything. And I tried my best for 10 years. I ordered shopping items in.
Got it.
So, yes.
I understand. All right. So that's how that happens.
That's not necessarily true, though. We were, for the first 8 years, I'll admit that I wasn't there all the time. Melissa was. It was the last 2 years that we were there pretty consistently, and we started taking care of a lot of the needs that our mother had.
Okay, so when she started getting dementia.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that true, Ms. Martinez?
I agree that Joshua and Melissa were a little bit more active in their mother's life after 8 years. And they were, it was to a point where they were micromanaging and nitpicking every little thing that I did.
Okay. All right. So let's set that base. Nothing really happened in 8 years. Everybody seemed to be satisfied. I imagine for you it was a big toll because you were there 24 hours a day. 24 hours a day without a break. I mean, that takes a mental toll, a physical toll, an emotional toll on a caregiver. Did you know that? Did you realize that? Did you try to make it easier for Ms. Martinez once in a while?
Yes. In fact, I'm going to counter. I was there not just on Sundays. I was there on Saturdays as well.
Okay. That's brilliant. Fantastic.
Okay.
And
in fairness,
Your Honor, that was rare. I have to tell you that Melissa and Josh really did not spend much time.
Mr. Harper already admitted that he really wasn't around for the first 2 years. I mean, for the first 8 years.
And I want to emphasize that.
Okay,
Yeah,
no
but
problem.
it's not an accurate statement that I was only there on Sundays.
Were you there every Saturday and Sunday?
I tried. I definitely every Sunday for church. I'd pick her up for church for sure.
Okay, and you would take care of her on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
So she had a break with her own family.
Fantastic. That's in the record, no issues.
Coming up on Justice for All.
They accused me of stealing pearls, which eventually showed up. They asked me to look for these missing items. Well, just to remind you that Miss Evelyn Harper had dementia.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Christina Perez. We're back with the case of Rosa Martinez, who is suing Melissa and Joshua Harper for breach of contract.
What happened then, Ms. Martinez, that led to your termination if there were not any issues between you?
I have to say that within the last 2 years, and Melissa and Josh being a little bit more active in their mother's life, which was really strange, they decided to just out of nowhere terminate me. I understand that they have issues with their company and they want to cut costs, but they did not have a discussion with me. They didn't talk to me about going part-time. They just did not mention anything to me. They just wanted me gone.
Okay, but you in your statement claim that you were wrongfully terminated because you were accused of stealing.
Yes.
And not doing your job. Right? So that's wrongful termination.
Right.
So explain to me what led to them firing you that you feel was incorrect.
Absolutely. Well, I feel that they accused me of stealing pearls, which eventually showed up. They asked me to look for these missing items. Well, just to remind you that Miss Evelyn Harper had dementia, and she would get up in the evening, pick things up, and misplace them. So I was accused of stealing. I was also accused of just sort of mismanaging the caregiving, which
I understand that you, and I've part of the evidence that you submitted was that you texted Mr. Harper on several occasions, and you said during the last 2 years when your mother started showing more signs of dementia that she was very restless and would get up at night and walk around by herself. And while you slept adjacent to her room, that it scared you because, you know, what if you were really sleeping and you kind of needed some backup because you started seeing the true signs of dementia. What did they say?
I was told by Josh, let's discuss this at a later moment.
Okay.
And never
Why
received
did you
a response
not think
back.
it was important, Mr. Harper, for you to have somebody there at night?
We pay her. We pay her to be there.
24 hours a day.
24 hours a day. That's
24
why we
hours
pay
a
her
day.
what we pay her. And I believe it's fair what we pay her. She's getting free food.
She's asking for help.
She's living in our home. We give her a fair wage, and that's what she
When's the last
signed.
time you took care of a dementia patient?
Well, I mean...
Literally. I mean, have you done that 24 hours a day?
I've got a business to run.
Oh, gee, so do I. But have you really done that? Do you understand the toll it takes for a human being to take care of somebody who has dementia?
I understand.
One day she can say to you, oh, Joshua, I see you. The next day she's going to look at you and not even understand who you are.
Your Honor, with all due respect.
And honestly, who suffers all of that is the caregiver.
It's our mother.
You know, my father died of dementia, brilliant physician, and we were there as much as we could, regardless of what we did. To see him deteriorate was something I would never wish on anybody. To think that my father needed an adult diaper is just like, what? I didn't change him. We had other people. I mean, if I needed to, I would. But seeing that, is that, for you to say we paid her 24 hours a day, she's asking you, she needs help. She's walking around the house without her. Is she not supposed to sleep 24 hours a day? Is that healthy for your mother? To have somebody that doesn't sleep 24 hours a day taking care of her? Did you guys think of that?
Your Honor, to your point, we do appreciate, my brother and I, all of her work in the first 8 years out of the decade that we hired her. There was a demise in her work.
How was there a demise in her work?
Because it wasn't just a pearl necklace that was stolen.
So who stole the pearl necklace?
Well, I don't know if it was borrowed, and you know, it did reemerge.
Did you live with your mother with dementia?
No.
It was not stolen, Your Honor.
Listen, this is such a common thing for family to argue. Where's the watch? Where's the necklace? Where's this? We're finding things from my dad around the house sometimes that we thought, oh my God, well, it disappeared. Who knows what? Did he give it away to you, Joe? Did he give it away to you? We ask, as kids, we ask each other this.
I understand that, but...
Did you set up cameras in the house? We set up cameras. We told the agency. We told everybody. Why did we set up cameras? We set up cameras for the safety of my parents.
Coming up.
Did you have proof that she stole the necklace?
Your Honor, I believe personally that the necklace showed back up after we questioned it.
You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Rosa Martinez, who is suing Melissa and Joshua Harper for breach of contract.
Did you have proof that she stole the necklace?
Your Honor, I believe personally that the necklace showed back up after we questioned it. We saw her wearing a scarf that my mother owns. So
also
why,
a pair of shoes.
Yeah, so why wouldn't we just
Did your
sue?
mother give her the scarf or the pair of shoes?
I don't believe.
They were her favorite.
Well, how would you know? Because you're not there. You're not there to see what your mother has done.
Also, Your Honor, like
What
my
else
sister,
did she steal? A pearl necklace? What else?
It's not even the theft. I mean, the theft is important, obviously, but it's the overall trust that we lost in Rosa. Now, our mother has a regimen that was prescribed for her doctor that said she needed 30 minutes of exercise every single day. No matter what time I got there, I saw my mom sitting there, which brings me to the next point. Was what was she doing when she was sitting there? She was eating pizza, ice cream, garbage. That kind of stuff also, you know, it feeds into dementia. It makes the dementia worse. It's progressive.
If my father wanted ice cream, we gave him ice cream. If he wanted a piece of pizza, knock yourself out. If she once in a while wants a piece of pizza, why not?
It was
You're
every
not there to make the decisions. You entrusted her to make the decisions, right? Now let's talk about the physical activity. Sometimes a dementia patient wakes up and is full of energy. Sometimes they can't move their limb. Okay, so then her lack of care diminished in taking care of your mother because it's very easy to take care of a dementia patient. What else happened?
Well, it's the dietary restrictions that our mother was placed on and is still placed on, okay? It's the high blood sugar. And
Did you feed Evelyn this on a day-to-day basis?
Your Honor, this is being blown out of proportion. If Evelyn wanted ice cream, of course, I would give her ice cream. But I have to say that with Melissa and Joshua not being so present in their mother's lives, they didn't see this at all. They only saw what they wanted to see, which leads me to my point is that this termination and loss of items is really just a distraction for them wanting to get rid of me because of their company failing.
Coming up,
When you fired her, why didn't you pay her for the wages she was owed because she worked?
Because again, there was things missing, and it was the.
Did you find all the things that were missing?
No.
you're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez. We're back with the case of Rosa Martinez, who is suing Melissa and Joshua Harper for breach of contract.
Where is your mother now, may I ask?
We're taking care of her. We also hired a part-time.
When you fired her, why didn't you pay her for the wages she was owed because she worked?
Because again, there was things missing, and it was the.
Did you find all the things that were missing?
No, just the necklace.
Like what?
And I gave her warnings.
But
I sent her
there's only a
texts.
necklace that you accused her. I need proof. What did she steal?
Well, I have the text that I sent her. It
Okay,
was the
what does
shoes.
your text say? Tell me.
Okay, Rosa, regarding the pearl necklace, I asked you about the other day if you did take it. I'm not upset. Just put it back in its place and we'll let bygones be bygones.
So you accused her of taking it.
It wasn't just that. There's also missing chinaware, silverware, shoes, her favorite scarf.
Did you take the china?
I did not take the china.
So what, do you know what china they're talking about?
I have no idea what they're talking about, Your Honor.
Again, this shouldn't have come as a surprise because it's all in text messages and I have them here if you wish to
Okay,
look at it.
fine, give me the evidence.
Okay.
So china, some china, shoes, scarves, and the necklace.
Yes.
Okay, over 10 years.
Who knows what else?
You could have gone in, you could have told her, you know, Rosa, I think you stole it. I need to see your room. Show me your room. Obviously, you have to take a lot of precautions there, but you could have asked her.
Yeah, but she could have easily have brought it over to one of her kids' house. I mean, I don't know
This is
where.
a
We don't- that's what it's-
hypothetical, Your Honor.
We
This
can't
is-
find it, so it just didn't disappear. It's gone. It's somewhere.
It's not hiding in a closet somewhere
Who
or underneath a
knows?
bed.
I think the pearl necklace showed back up because she knew she was caught.
All right.
Judge Perez's verdict when Justice for All returns. You're watching Justice for All with Judge Cristina Perez.
I don't know if your allegations are true or not, but all I have in front of me is the fact that she worked for 4 months. You used her for 8 years. The last 2 years, you became interested in your mother's care, and then you fired her because you were in a pickle. You couldn't afford to hire her anymore. So based on the evidence, I will grant the plaintiff's claim in the amount of $12,500. Good luck to you all.
All rise.
Judge Perez has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendants are ordered to pay $12,500.
Well, I have to say that justice has been served and the truth has been told today.
It's ridiculous. This is crazy. This is not something that, I don't even know why I'm here.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.